Hey FLOSSTUBE, it's Leigh here from Creatively on Saturday, the 7th of May with FLOSSTUBE number 124. Yeah, surprise, I'm a day early. Unfortunately not for a great reason. I wanted to do this video, but tomorrow I'm going to be driving up to the Bay of Plenty to spend a bit of time with my dad. He's not very well. Back in hospital. I think he was only out for a couple of days and then ended up going back in, and yeah, it's just ongoing issues with his heart, fluid retention, heart performance. They're just trying to get him on a new drug regime to try and balance keeping his heart going with the fluid retention, fluid diuretic. So yeah, I don't know. At the moment he's just not well, so I'm gonna go up for a week or two. At this stage, I hope only a week. I've talked to my boss and I'm just gonna work half time for a week or two, playing it by ear a little bit. If I need to stay up there a bit longer, I'll still come back for a week or so and then head back again. So you come back for the end of the month and then go back again for a week or two, just because there's stuff I have to do here and appointments and my sanity and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not great. I don't like at the moment he's he's just not well, and I think we just need time. So once he gets on an amended drug regime, which I think they're fiddling with things a couple of times a day at the moment to try and get that right, and then I guess once he's stable for a couple of days, they'll send him home, and then I think he might just need to live a quiet life for a few weeks and see what happens. But I want to get this video done because I do have quite a lot, and I don't want to take stuff up with me just to show you all. And I know I don't need to do the video, but I like to do the video. I want to do the video. So you get me a day early. So have a little bit to show you. I'm going to have to stop in a 3 minutes. My timer is going to go off because I've got bagels proving, and then I need to at least stop the timer. And been up early today, had dinner with friends last night, and then we were talking about how I couldn't get these bloody holes dug to put my trees in because I kept hitting stones, and with tennis elbow you can't grip and pull like with a thing that pulls stones out of the ground. Anyway, so my friend's husband Kevin and one of her boys Ben, they came around this morning and did in 1 hour 4 times what it took me 2.5 hours to do the other day with a little prize bar and shovel. So they got my 3 holes dug. So I just need to get the trees in the ground this afternoon, which that's not the hard part for me, because you're not gripping and pulling. You gotta shoving and plonking. So I'm really excited to get the trees in, and then a friend will water them while I'm away. I need to get the mowns lawned. I need to get the lawns mown this afternoon or first thing tomorrow, and like first thing like 9. It's Sunday tomorrow. I'll check with my neighbours, do they mind if I mow it at 9 o'clock in the morning? But I might get it done this afternoon. Just I need to look after my arms. And bagels cooked. I'll drop bagels around to my friends to say thank you for digging my holes. Got laundry done. I've done my ironing. Changed the sheets tonight. I just like to leave the house really clean and tidy so that when I come home I know that, I don't have anything in the fridge that's going to be mouldy. I don't have rubbish that needs to go out. I don't have to change my bed and stuff. I just like to get that all done. So today is doing all that, but I'm just taking a break, so I'm a bit knackered. But I'm the same colour as my shirt because I did about 2.5 hours of weeding. So yeah, it's just been really full on today. So I've got a little bit of haul, only a couple of projects to show you, and plans for the next sort of 2 or 3 weeks. I guess I will show you what came in. I had a small haul from All Threads in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia come in. Mostly I wanted floss, so I got 4 hanks of, or big skeins of floss, I don't know what they call them. I got 2 310, and I got 1 blanc and 1 the B5200. Don't need these for any particular project, but I figure sometime in the future I want to do the equivalent of 2/1 on something, and I want to give the floss a go. And because these are like $14 or something Australia, I don't want to go too crazy, but it's so nice. BP, and I'll be right back. So the bagels can sit there just for another 10-15 minutes, it's fine. First proof, you don't bake them straight away. Anyway, so yeah, the Blanc and 5200 are just for the stash. But I mean, I blame Judith for the floss, because she's used it on some projects and it's so delicious and it is so soft. And for those not in the know, and you can use it as the equivalent, instead of using 2 strands of DMC stranded, so it's just one single strand that you pull from these beautiful skeins, and it's lovely and soft, and it's not the same as a pearl thread, which is sort of harder and really tightly, it's kind of around. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about. So I got those, and I got the black, and the black is, 2 strands of black sucks. So I did decide that I'm going to do Griffins of the Kingdom. I had DMC stranded, 310, and I decided there's so much black along with the Petite Treasure braid that I just want to do the black with floss. So one of these is going in here. So I've re-kitted this. And the other one's just for stash, because we love stash. Also, because I was ordering 4 skeins of floss, I got a couple of skeins of Oscar and Onyx for Oscar, Onyx and Garden Gate. 1 skein of Garden Gate, which is Gentle Arts. For Friends of the Hutt. So that's now fully kitted. So that's now going in the box, and I'm so tempted to start it because, pomegranate, but I don't think I'm going to quite start this one yet. And then also my Tom and Lily just came in just now, mail, April. Thank you for stitching. So I'm going to open this. We got a Whakati and mint tea and something that's melted because it's come from France several weeks ago. It looks like a Lindor. Yeah, chocolates don't always it would have been round once, and it doesn't look like it quite survived, but never mind, it was a nice idea. Thank you, Melanie. But yeah, my Lindor chocolate did not quite survive the trip. I'll just take a break and open the threads. Okay, so this month's theme is for April was Choco Mint. This is the April Floss Club. I have actually just put my Floss Club on hold for a few months. I love her threads, but I've been spending so much money lately, and I've got so much that's come in that I'm not using, so I've decided to put it on hold, which, I'll see next month, and I'll be like, oh, I love it, but I can always, it's fine. You can often buy a month. She has some that are available through her store, so I can always buy one-offs if I want to. Anyway, what did she say about April? So colour theme is called Choco Mint. Crisp and Yummy bundle to celebrate Easter and spring for month of April. This month there's 1 exclusive one-off thread and 3 brand new ones that you've seen first before anyone else. I don't know which one is which though. So here are the threads. They are quite lovely. And it's really nice to get some browns, because often sometimes you need 2 or 3 shades of brown in a chart when you're recharting it, and that's really nice. So we've got, some of these I would have seen before, just the Day collection. Ethiopia, coffee, carbon, that's nice. Cypress. We've had Cypress before. It is quite nice how I'm starting to get 2 or 3. So the majority of the threads are just from her standard range, and it's nice to get 2 or 3 of a colour to properly do a conversion. Chlorophyll, emerald, mint, menthol. Just remember, my mother hated menthol cigarettes. Terrible. I hated all cigarettes. And cocoa, I've got cocoa before as well. So that's really nice. So I'm kind of going to miss getting that for a couple of months, but I just sort of need to rein it in a little bit because I went a bit stress shoppy lately. So that's that. So that's all the new stuff that came in. Yeah. So what else do I need to talk to you about? Quickly before I show you my progress, I got a couple of notes here. What did I say? Oh, I meant to do a shout out last week for a new FLOSSTUBE channel, which is in New Zealand, Little by Piku. So go watch that. I've put the name on screen, Little by Piku, and just it's great. So she does a lot of she has done a lot of is it Satsuma Street, the little the cities, little India and little I don't even know what they are, the little cities series, and a whole lot of quite sort of graphic designs, a lot of them from Etsy, and she's just starting to branch out into some overdyes, which is really exciting. So yeah, go watch Little by Piku, it's worth watching. We're looking forward to seeing her second video going up. Also on video number, FLOSSTUBE number 122, Helena put a comment around, she thought I'd done a silk comparison at some stage, and I know I had talked about silk a bit around my experiences of it and how different silks and they're different preparations, different feel. So what I'm going to do is and packing up some stuff to take to my dad's to keep me occupied for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to take some samples of the different kinds of silks that I've got in a scrap of linen. I'm going to stitch up a little, I guess a little swatch with the different kinds of linen, and I can talk about it, have something to point to and stuff. Talk about what my experience and try and describe the textures and the coverage, I guess. I don't have every single silk that there is, but I'll talk a little bit about that. So I might do that next week. Especially if I'm at Dad's still, then I won't have anything new that's come in because any mail will be here in Wellington, and it'll give me something to fill the noise because that's always great. And also, again, in April, a couple of people bought me a coffee through my coffee link down in the doobly-doo, and I really appreciate that. It's just really nice. It's really nice to have a little bit going into my PayPal account that I can then use to procure exciting shiny things, and then frees up a bit of cash for me to pay for postage and stuff. Example, I've got quite a bit to post out this week. I'm probably going to spend $30 or $35 on postage to get out various giveaways over the last couple of weeks, so I do appreciate a little bit of help. I wrote something down that I can't read. That doesn't really matter. Sweet. Okay, so what did I stitch on this week? Well, I had start number 16, which I had chosen the Hutt sampler. That was the second sampler, the one that came second in the, which one should I stitch next, back when Morning Star won. So I started that on the 1st of May and I finished it on the 6th of May. It was a start and a finish. So I stitched this on 36 count neutral from Victorian Motto Sampler Shop. Victorian Motto is one of my favourite linens to stitch on. I don't know why, it just feels like you're stitching on silk or something. And I used, I ended up just using one silk. I had pulled two. I thought I would do two different silks, but they were too close If one of them had been a darker blue, it would have been great, but I had nothing in my stash that made me happy. So I just did it in a one. I used PR021, and I wrote down here that Victorian motto sampler shop fabric and linen and silk for you was a winning combination of joy, because I'm all about the hyperbole. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So I started and finished the Hunt, and this, I love this colour linen. This it's called Neutral. I would describe it as nougaty, really. It has that slight pinkish hue, almondy hue. So how did I personalise that? Basically, I didn't, the chart actually was charted with the initials LM, but I changed the M to the one that, so the alphabet in the chart had a different M than what was stitched on the model, on the cover photo, and then the 2022, the numbers on the model were 7 stitches high. The numbers in the chart were 6 stitches high. That annoyed me, so I just went and found a 2. I mean, the 0 just was easy, but I just found a 2 that I liked. That was 7 high and 4 wide, so I could fit it in the same space as the, whatever the date was. I can't find the chart. The 1804 that was, so yeah. So she's done. Huzzah, I'm so happy. And it was a really lovely stitch. It's a couple of chart errors that I noticed and just changed, but so I don't call them, yeah, I just did, so. Yay me. So that was 16 of 50, so start 16 of 50. Now this chart was a rack from Zeb, and talking with her, she was like, oh, she was ordering some stuff from a while ago from 1844, so just, you know, added a couple of extra things, and then she passed it on to me. I'm actually going to rack it back, her return of the rack. I'm going to give this back to Zeb because I think she might like to stitch it, and if she wants to give it away to someone else, she is welcome to, but she didn't ask for it back. I just am sending it back to her because I think she quite likes it, having seen it stitched up. Having seen me talking about it, she hasn't seen it stitched up yet. So that's going back to Zeb, so I'm not giving that one away, but that's cool. And then, so that was most of the week really, what, 1st to the 6th, and then I picked up yesterday, I don't know when I fit this in. When did I pick this up? Must have been lunchtime. I picked up Frederick, which was start 13 of 50 from Carriage House Samplings, that I'm stitching on 40 count Drifting Sands by Country Stitch, and I'm using the called for DMC, and started this on the 12th of April. And last time you saw it, I'd done the border, which I modified, and the, I call it the mound or the hill that Frederick stands on. And I got the plant done, the flower on the left and the 2 little flowers down here and the 2 keys that are on that side, and I think it looks amazing. Just to show you what how terrible cover photos can be. Like, all we've seen is this and go, oh wow, we really love the design, but it is quite muddy, and this design, I believe that the model is stitched with NPIs, although the variegation in the bird, NPIs aren't known for their variegation, are they? I don't really know. I don't know. So who knows what it's actually stitched in, but it is quite dark, and when you look at the vivid colour that you're getting with DMC, I think we sometimes underestimate how fantastic DMC is. It is, I think it's stunning, and I love it with all the love in the world, and that flower just makes me happy. So imagine when I get to Frederick, I'm gonna like lose my mind. So anyway, it was nice to get that little bit done, and I do love my choice of fabric. I think it's awesome. I'm really happy with it, and also that it's a smaller design than what I thought. You know, when I bought them, I'm like, oh, it's going to be a fat border. You could argue I could have fit it on a fat 1/8, but it would have had a tight border. It's fine. it's a nice size. So yeah, that's all I'm almost stitching this week. I mean, it is only Saturday and I haven't done any yet. Probably tonight I might pick up, I'm not too tired, I might have a phone call with a friend, and I might pick up, I need to get the Jeanette Douglas bouquet, monthly bouquet done, which that should be easy, a couple of hours, what she's doing with TV, I'll get that done tonight. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think I'll get any other stitching done today, and probably won't get much stitching done tomorrow. So where are we at with, so we're up to what's next. So I've picked my next 4 starts, so I'm going to quickly run through those, and I've printed off an updated copy of my 50 at 50. I'm just keeping a track of them on here. So the dark orange is when I've had a start and a finish, and the barely can see it lighter shade is when I've finished. So of my 16 starts, I've had 9 finishes, so I'm keeping on track of that. And I've charted out my next 4. So the start this coming week, start number 17, which probably won't be until Monday, unless I have a sudden, you know, if I'm tired. By the time I get to Whakatane, which is like it's about 7.5 hours to Whakatane, where my dad is hospital, go and visit him for an hour, and then so it's 8:30, then I get back to his place, it's another half hour, so it's not going to be 9 o'clock. I'm not going to get stitching done tomorrow. So I'm going to do Griffins of the Kingdom now that I've got it kitted up, and I want to give the Floss a go, and I'm really excited because it's been sitting there for ages. So this is just going to be all called for, except I'm using Floss instead of the 2 strands, and it's going to be it's 32 count antique white, all called for petite treasure braids. So I'm very excited. So I start bottom left, so that one will start with that little griffin there. So I'm really excited to get that done. I think I might have just said I'm really excited about 8 times, but so that'll be start number 17. And then start number 18 coincides with my stepmother's birthday. Her birthday will be, she's, I think, 15th of May. 15th? I feel like it's the 15th if it's not the 17th. I do get mixed up with my pen pal in America. So I'm going to do La Musique. Now, I know this has been up a couple of times, but I just thought it's a nice, quick little one. It'll be a nice start and finish. And it just made me think of my stepmother this week with her advanced Alzheimer's, and music's something that often people with dementia and Alzheimer's respond to for quite a long time, and while they might not have a memory, you put on a familiar song and they can sing it, they know the words. Music is a different part of the brain, and often the brain can access that as a memory, I guess, differently to how they can remember people and things and places and stuff. So, and also the silence between the notes, the saying, is sort of makes me think about the gaps in her memory now, like, and that, like, she's still here and she's still a person, and I guess respecting her and you know who she is, and I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Music is as much about the notes as it is about the gaps between the notes, because that helps create the melody and the tone and the rhythm and what have you. And just thinking that the person's isn't just about their memories; it's also the gaps in their memories now. That's who she is now. It sounds a little bit wanky and philosophical, right? But that's what I felt like saying. May or may not edit that out. Then, just in case I'm still up there in 3 weekends, which I hope I'm not, but I'll just tell you anyway. And then I'm going to do Cat Lovers to round out autumn. I'm going to start Cat Lovers with my own colourway. I mean, this might change, but this is what I'm thinking. That'll be start number 19. And then that leads us up to start number 20, which will be on the 1st of June. So the meteorological first day of winter, and that's when I'm going to do start the drawn thread, the winter garden. I'm not sure what else I'm taking up to work on because I won't, I'll probably take a couple of projects up. I don't know what they will be. I'll have to have a look and see what's tickling my fancy. I don't know, I'll probably take 3 other projects. I'll take a whole bag of bloody cross-stitching stuff. So, and the last thing, quickly, I need to go and get that bread sorted, the bagel sorted, is a giveaway for Morning Star. So thanks to everybody sharing your morning, what your morning means for you with me. I really enjoyed responding, and I know that a motivation for the comment is the fact that I said tell me about your morning, but I appreciate how many people did tell me about their morning, because you could have just said morning and you would still be in the drawer, but it's just nice to get to know everybody a little bit better. Majority of you are coffee drinkers, as is the winner. It's Lauren Harris, and as I said, she likes coffee in the morning and tea in the afternoon, and I think that's nice. Congrats, Lauren. Morning Star by Blackbird Designs is coming your way. Send me an email in my address is in the doobly-doo down below, and I will take it away with me. I intend to get everything posted from Whakatane or Kawerau, wherever the hell I am. So I've got quite a few charts to post out and the little charms that I drew last week. So, and while I'm spending a fortune at the post office, I'm going to take my little address book with me, and I might send some postcards from Whakatane as well, just because I'll be in a different place, and that will be something to help me stay sane. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now. I need to get the bagels shaped and get the water boiling to boil them, and I will talk to you all later. And think of me driving for like 9 hours in the car tomorrow, whatever the hell it's going to be, so not as much fun as it could be. Take care, everybody. Look after each other, look after yourselves, find joy in your stitching, don't stress you out, it's just little X's in fabric, and as always, don't let your needles rust. Ciao.